Hello, Internet and artificial intelligence is around the world. Jesse here. It's July 9th. What do we got going on today? Quick review yesterday. We got the plugs glued in. And I don't remember what else we did yesterday. I'm not going to go get the notes. Focus today is maximizing shop time. We have to get the plugs cut, sanded, finished. And we want to get 3 coats of a General Finishes water-based polyurethane on today. That's it. Talk to you later. 8 hours later. It's evening and we're all wrapping it up for today. Working on our personal accountability vlog number 28. That means there's 12 more of these things, and then I'll start posting something different besides this format. Anyway, I'm pretty excited about that. What did we get done today? Plugs cut, sanded, beams sanded, first coat of poly on with the General Finishes water-based poly. We also got the second coat on a little bit ago. I would love to come show it, but it's probably a little sticky still. We updated our vlog package codec skill. Now it runs a little smarter. What that thing is doing is anyone that makes content ends up with a bunch of folders and videos and blah, 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 blah. And before I was feeding it some information saying, go make these folders that had this specific date, format. And now I just say, make it happen, and it makes it happen without any input from me. It's smart enough to look at what was there, and it figures it out. So that's a nice step. That's it. Lessons. Be professional. My mom asked me the other day, she watches these. Hi, Mom. She watches these, and I was like, should you really be saying all that? And da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, it's founder's tale kind of stuff. And then I was listening to a podcast this morning, and I heard one of the guys whining about, not whining, but kind of apologizing for not getting their podcast posted on the day that they said they would and did it. I was just like, dude, shut up. Just do it, I realized, like, oh, man, I've been doing the same thing with some of the personal stuff I got going on. So, lesson learned. Thanks, Mom. Sorry it took so long to listen, but that's nothing new, right? What else? Shop needs a standing area with good dust removal. I need to start wearing a mask and getting that figured out. Because, that's just not healthy. What else did I learn today? I learned today, this is a good one, that I am more capable than I thought. I had been struggling with, could I do this for a long time? And I had taken a break from jiu-jitsu and from teaching over at Aim High because I just needed to focus on that. And I was still doing the stay-at-home dad stuff, which takes some time. Still married to the same person for now, who works a lot and covering when they go out of town for things like that. So I've been scattered, but the last 2 days they're out of town. The last 2 days have been the first 2 solid days I've had to work. And the amount of stuff that I've got done and the ideas that I've had and the confusion of everything that's going on is getting distilled into something very workable, and I think something that's going to be very cool. So, what's next? Hooks for this kitchen rack. Need to scale them down and make them. Those are pretty easy to do. What else? I've been working on the IT architecture and automations roadmap this afternoon between coats, or between the between coats of poly on there, and that's coming together. I realize I've been starting this business for a long time and haven't quite sat down and wrote the big outline of what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? What data is there? How does that data move around? What do I want to collect? All these things that, luckily I'm not hungry for food, or else I would just be out trying to sell and get work. But I have that opportunity now, so I'm trying to make the most out of it. And with the world changing as it is with AI, the tools to do that are pretty easy, really. You have to learn some things, but you don't have to be writing code and hiring people for this. You can ask questions, get answers, move forward, install software. There's lots of free open source tools. I'm just using a $20 subscription to ChatGPT, and it's pretty amazing what I've been able to do so far, and I'm not even touching the surface. That was a lot on that one. What else is next? The major big focus is going to be getting the pricing going. That is the most important thing of a business, is to sell a thing, right? And depending on how much I sell is going to determine whether I get to eat pay for a house, pay for kids' college, buy motorcycles, go snowboarding, get to design and build more stuff, etc. The other next step is to decide on what rack to build for public consumption. This first one I made, as it didn't quite turn out, there was a couple little boogers on it that were just product of learning. It was the very first one, and the amount of things I learned on this, I'm proud of the way it came out. It's just the next one will come out so much better because everything was learned. Now, today's wins, big confidence boost. I almost wanted to call my to call Dan and Tom and be like, guys, I'm sorry for taking the summer off, but it's working and appreciate it. So maybe they'll watch this. Thanks, guys. Same thing with the folks over at Aim High. Miss you all, and I can't wait to get this thing going so I could come back and start training again. The other big win today was the first prototype. I'm going to call it done today, even though I'm mentioning I got to work on the hooks for it, but I've already built the hook. It looks too big. I think that's the whole purpose of a prototype. Half a day, 1 day tops, we'll get the next size hooks figured out. That's it. Good day. Miss my kids, but I love getting all this work done. Talk to you all later.